Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the JC2K video. Today we are going to be doing a little bit different type of video. I'm going to be reacting to Tydebo's Season 6 Glitch Reality Awards video. I'm pretty interested in this video. I've watched his last few season award videos, and I'm just interested to see how a reaction video does on the channel. I haven't ever done a reaction video to anybody else's videos before. Just interested to see how the video does, and interested to make the video because I do enjoy watching these videos by Ty. So obviously, if you haven't, make sure you go subscribe to Ty. I'll leave his link down in the description. If you subscribe to me and you don't subscribe to Ty, I mean, I don't really know what you're doing, but make sure you go subscribe to Ty if you haven't. Shout out to him for making this video, of course, and making this video by me possible. But yeah, also make sure you hit that subscribe button for me if you haven't already. We're about 70 subscribers away from 1,400. Trying to hit that in the near future on the channel. I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button for me as well. But without further ado, let's hop right into this and see what Ty is talking about in this video. Yeah, I'll let him go for a little bit.
Video. It is getting towards the end of season 6 in NBA 2K21 MyTeam, which means only one thing: the season award video.
What his awards are basically.
Season 6
I'll let y'all know who I would pick as well, or if there's any cards that jump out to me.
If you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button as we're on the road to 70,000 subscribers. So our first award today goes to the cheesiest player in NBA 2K21.
I mean, Simmons has a jumper, so it's got to be him, right?
We got a Ben Simmons card who is
I don't know. Taco's 7'6" and moves like he's got 99 speed, so I don't know. It's kind of tough.
Then let's talk about Taco Fall. 7'5", I'm pretty confident. 8'2" wingspan, literally a cheese ball in Taco Fall. Now he is a glitch card too, so not a lot of people have him. So very, very cheesy card in Taco Fall. Then let's talk about Bull. 7'2" can.
I gotta go with Ben Simmons, man. I feel like it has to be. He's
overall
made
guys,
2 threes in his career.
I
don't know. I know Taco can shoot too, but I feel like it's gotta be Ben.
You go back here and look. Season 6 was glitched reality. This is a prime example of it. When
he's right about that. Bull, interesting. I know he can move like crazy, but he does. I feel like he does the most of what his card can do in real life, or in the game in real life, compared to other cards. But we'll see.
Another award that Ben Simmons Dark Matter.
Okay, this one's got to be won by Giannis. I'm sorry. I know Bobby Jones is good, Ben Simmons is good, but like, Giannis is the best defensive player in the game. You can put him on ball. He plays crazy in lanes. He gets every block animation. He rebounds like a monster. If he doesn't say Giannis, I'd be surprised. I'm not gonna lie, because I think it's got to be Giannis. Like, it's not even that close, in my opinion.
We got it 6'10" at the point guard position, guys. Similar to real life, you guys know the effect that can have on each and every.
Also, one other thing, sleeper. Danny Ferry's really good defensively. Like, there's a chance I might have put him over Ben Simmons in terms of his ability to play off ball, in lanes, and rebound, and switch. Like, he might be better than Simmons, at least a base Simmons, non-badge Simmons. So, yeah.
Player, you know, in real life and in 2K, just
something to think about.
Then we get Bobby Jones, basically 97 every defensive stat, has all the defensive badges you could possibly.
He's right about Bobby Jones though. Bobby Jones is really freaking good. He beats people up. And Simmons is good on defense too, but I would have said Danny Ferry probably.
Last but not least, we do get the Galaxy Opal Giannis, probably the best power forward center defensive player in the game, in my opinion. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, guys, at least from my perspective, you got a point guard that is 6'10". With all the defensive badges.
I know he's point guard, but
more than anything,
he doesn't come with rim protector or post with lockdown. Like, I could be wrong about that, but
defensive player that we did receive.
Simmons isn't as good. I don't know. He's not that great on ball. He kind of has issues with screens sometimes as well. Like, he's a good card. He's amazing on defense. I'm not gonna take that away from him, but he's not Giannis. I don't think so.
Season 6. Moving on to the most
It's Carmelo Anthony. Not even close. That Carmelo card sucks. Like, he's bad. Yeah, it's not even close. On current gen, it's Carmelo, and I know Ty plays mainly current gen. It's Carmelo. It's not even close.
Card that we did get in season 6. All of these cards are dark batters, and I would not even consider using any of these cards. Now, if you're on next gen and want to run JR and Pete,
Maravich is really good on next gen. JR is pretty good too, honestly.
On current gen, I would
Melo sucks on both. That card sucks.
Any of these cards. None of these cards are worth considering running. You got J.R. Smith here, who is what, 6'6", but he does have steady shooters, so that kind of limits him. And his release isn't even on very quick. You got Pistol P, who does have the Ray Allen base, but he's 6'5". Doesn't even move that well on next gen. Yes,
honestly,
make it work. And then you got Melo. I he's just
JR's
mellow,
not
man. Until they change his
great,
release,
but he's
not
better than
gonna be
Mello.
it.
I'll say
So
that.
each and every one of these cards, who on current gen
I don't know.
would not touch with the 10-foot pole. On next gen,
It's
JR,
got to be
Pistol,
Carmelo. That card is
Mello,
terrible.
not the worst, especially Pistol Pete. When it comes down to it, I think the most overrated card in the
How?
2K21 Season 6 is Dark Matter.
Here's the thing. Hear me out. J.R. Smith may not be the best card. He's not. But number one, he's free. He was very easy to get. He was the easiest 40 card to get by far. Is he good? No. In my video earlier today, I talked about that. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it. But really? He has the Curry slide. He's got decent dribble six. His full court dribble six aren't good, but he has the Curry slide. He got a pretty good release. Every badge you could want. He's not bad. He's not a bad card. Carmelo is a bad card. He can't shoot from corners on current gen. He's got his release on quick, which isn't very good. It's slow. He has terrible dribble sakes. The card is not good. Okay. Ty is entitled to his opinion just like I am mine, but I strongly disagree with this. That's just me.
The fact that you have to grind a lot to get J.R. Smith.
No, but you do, but like,
I've not even
I got 90k XP
like 75k, but it's
without
just
grinding it
ultimately
at all.
not worth it for a very mid Dark Matter J.R. Smith. Moving on to the most underrated card in a Season 6.
Ariza's not underrated. Everybody knows how great he is. It's got to be DenverStruck just because nobody uses that card with the exception of Ty. In his nobody spent, I've seen him use him, but like that Vassell card's actually pretty damn good. It could be Ron Harper too. I just don't feel like Ariza's underrated, so I wouldn't put him on this list personally.
Now here's where things get very interesting. Because you look at each of these three guys.
Ariza's the best card in this list, though. I'll say that. That card is he's less than 10k. Ariza's amazing. If you don't have him, pick him up. Like, he's so good.
You got a pink diamond, you got an amethyst, and then you got a galaxy opal. Now let's just start it off here with the pink diamond Trevor Ariza. Now, Trevor Ariza, guys, he is underrated in my opinion just because a lot of people in the community don't hype him up to be as good as he is. Like, I personally believe Trevor Ariza is a top 5 shooting guard in the game on current gen. Now, I might be biased. You guys might disagree with me, and that's all okay.
He is a top 5 shooting guard. I think he's the 4th best.
On both ends of
Give me T-Mac, DeMar, and KD over him. That's it. I'd take him over Hondo or Kawhi or somebody like that. Trevor Ariza is that dude.
Talked about a little bit. Vassell is not talked about at all. He is still on my no.
And that's why I think it's Vassell. It's because nobody talks about him. He's a good ass card. He really is. He's a good card.
A lot more with Vassell compared to a lot of other players in the game, and that alone is why he's up there. Only 6'5", but can defend. The thing
about Ron Harper is he can't green for me. That's the only thing I'll say about him. I just don't like his release. And he's kind of small for point guard.
A card
at this
on
point in the game, he's only 6'6".
But on current gen is absolutely incredible. I get it. You might be like, oh, well, he can't curry escape. He can't do that. Look, Ron Harper's incredible. Say whatever you want about Ron Harper.
I know what you're talking about.
It's Hall of Fame Showtime. I don't even mind his release. He's been on my no money spent
squad account. He can curry escape, right? Like what?
Comes down to
yeah,
I
agree. We finally got one that we agreed on.
Underrated.
Took a while. Still can't believe he took JR over Carmelo for most overrated. But okay.
After that, we are going to get to our top token.
Pete Maravich, not even close. I don't think this one's a debate. That Pete card's not great, but like he's pretty good. Lanier's release is awful, and he's an 83-pointer, and I think he's missing hot zones. And Charles Oakley's just not that good.
Reward that we did receive this season. Now, this is going to be the token reward for their specific tier. So obviously, Pete Maravich overall is probably the best token reward that we got.
For tier, it might be Charles Oakley, but it's not Lanier. That Lanier card is horrendous. I still think it's Pete though.
But to get Pistol Pete, you'd have to lock in every single one of the Galaxy Opals as well as 1,000 extra tokens on top of it. So, objectively, to me, is Pistol Pete worth it in any scenario? Absolutely not. Like, there's no scenario in which I'd be like, okay, lock in Pistol Pete there. Then we get to Bob Lanier, a very, very mid and mediocre token reward at that Galaxy Opal. You can even debate whether he's the best Galaxy Opal token reward or not. Is he that?
He's not. Give me Moses Malone. I'm not even trolling. Lanier is that bad.
Much better than Moses Malone? I'll leave that discussion up for you guys because Bob Lanier is okay. But again, is he worth the 750 tokens? I personally don't believe so. Then we get to Pink Diamond Charles Oakley. A card who is serviceable at that Pink Diamond tier. So you look at a card for 150 tokens, and in my opinion, Charles Oakley is, a pretty decent value. And so when it comes down to it, guys, I don't really like any of the token rewards we got this season, but I do think Charles Oakley is the most kind of worth it, in my opinion, out of all the other people that we did see compared to Pistol Pete and Bob Lanier. Then we move to our budget MVP.
Ariza, Eddie Curry's good. I did a video on him. He's really good. Vassell's good too, but it's Ariza. Ariza's 8K, and he's a top 4 shooting guard in the game. He's a top 4 small forward too, maybe. He might not be a top 4 small forward, but he's a god. Ariza's so good. It's not even close. I don't think this one's a debate either.
BP, these are cards for less than 10, 15.
Did he pick Oakley? He picked Oakley.
I think are very, very
I wasn't even paying
good. So we got
attention.
Trevor Ariza,
I thought he was going to pick
obviously,
Preet, but for value, it might be
I've
Oakley.
already
But
talked
moving
about
on.
Then we're going to talk
My
about
bad.
Eddie Curry. At the center position, think about the budget centers we got in the game. Yes, we got some good free ones in like a Jaren Jackson Jr. But think about auctionable centers. We got Eddie Curry, we got JaVale McGee. Who else do we got? Sabonis.
JaVale McGee's
good
super
Sabonis is
mediocre.
Like 40K. Cat's not even close to the level we need. When you compare that to, the shooting guard small forward position, where I think it's so deep, you got guys like Kyle Korver. You just got so many other options. I just think Eddie Curry's value is so elite for his specific price. But again, Ariza, in my opinion, is by far and away the best budget shooting guard in the game. So it really was a 2-horse race. Devin Vassell, I'm super high on you, but you're not quite to that next level. Came down to it, guys.
Eddie Curry, I mean, I
Giving
guess
Eddie
because
Curry the reward really
everybody else
is
at the position, I kind of
a blowout,
agree.
just
But
because he is irreplaceable.
I don't know.
He really is,
Ariza's just
especially
so
if you didn't
good for
grind
his
guys
price.
like Jaren Jackson Jr.
For me
After
personally, I
this,
would
we
say.
are going to talk about the Mr. Inconsistent.
I suck with AK. This is personal bias. I was never good with him. I could never green his release consistently. Sometimes he was great, but most of the time he sucked. I didn't use him for very long, I'll be honest. T-Mac, really freaking good card, just crazy expensive. I was never super inconsistent with him, but he does get load ups. I've talked about that before. And then KD, no. KD's a monster. It's AK. In my opinion.
Now, in this award, you do got 2 guys with the Hall of Fame steady shooter. Now, we all know what steady shooter does on current gen. Makes you get more full bars, makes you miss a lot more whites, and because of that, that's why Trace McGrady and AK.
I don't actually think steady shooter makes you miss more whites. The full bars thing may not even be true either on Hall of Fame. I've heard mixed opinions, but that's something I'm trying to figure out more about. But steady shooter, I don't think is as bad on current gen as we thought it was. I'm learning recently, so it doesn't make you miss more whites, though, I'm pretty sure. I think he's actually wrong about that. Just pointing that out, but the more you know.
Now, specifically with AK-47, who I use a lot more, there's some games I'm absolutely chicken man with AK. There's other games I'll be wide open.
That's a good point. Release is super inconsistent. Yep.
Then T-Mac, right? Here's my thing with Trace McGrady. If it wasn't for the steady shooter on current gen, it'd be no debate who the best shooting guard in the game is on current gen. But because of that, give me DeRozan over him, and he is just so inconsistent. Even when I play,
I actually think
there's guys that are green
the
a lot
reason,
with him, and then all of a sudden they get a pull. There's guys
I don't
that
know.
go 0 for 6 with him in one game just because they don't have his release.
I think T-Mac, the reason he's not the best shooting guard is because he gets load ups because of his wingspan, not because of steady. I don't think. KD's less inconsistent than he was last year. He shot so many fulls last year. But this year he's more consistent, I feel like. I love KD. He's so good.
Same thing, Kevin Durant. Some
And he's
days is
half the
by far
price of
my
T-Mac.
best shooting guard in the game, and then some days I don't even want anything to do with Kevin Durant. So I'm very, very inconsistent.
It's gotta be AK.
Well, but for me
Thank
personally,
you.
Andre
Yep.
Kerlink was my most.
Yep, his release is so
Runs on my
inconsistent.
squad.
He's got base 98,
Man,
but what?
There are some days I just get so angry at AK.
Understandably, so I don't run him.
Next award is our best Evo award. Now, this was
I'm tempted to skip this. It's Mel Daniels, but both these cards suck. They're just different, but yeah, Mel Daniels sucks. Doesn't have flexible release or Deadeye. Those are huge badges. You can't add badges to Evo cards. His jumper sucks too. He's missing hotspots. Like, he's not good. And Jimmy Butler, no.
I shouldn't say diamond. A usable dark matter when you do get him Evo'd up. When you do Evo
Hey,
him
Mel
up,
Daniels is the best card here, but neither of these cards are good.
So a next gen turns into an absolute beast, and that is why the winner of my best Evo.
Yeah, let me skip
this
ahead a
was
little
a
bit.
very difficult award to give out because. Again, I play competitive games.
I mean, this one's
and
Ben
there's some days
Simmons.
for me
Giannis is
in
super
which
good,
Shaquille
so is
O'Neal-
Shaq, but it's
O'Neal
Ben
just
Simmons.
dominates the game.
He's just the
Like,
best
he'll
point guard by a
just
decent amount.
Dominate my opponent. We look at Ben Simmons. Defensive
I don't feel
player
like this
of
is
the
that
season.
close. He's so
Offensively,
good.
what more do I need to say?
Give me
6'10"
Giannis
was
defensively, though.
first in the
I said
game.
that
Has
earlier.
108. His release is very smooth.
Ben Simmons
Not gonna be
catches
like
more
Giannis
contact
on
dunks than any card in the game,
85
though.
three ball, has a hot spot from
He's
that
so
left
good.
side. Just another very solid card.
They're all really good. I started all
of
three of these cards. They're
are
amazing,
top
but
6 or 7
give me
cards in
Ben.
the game. I don't think anybody's gonna argue me on that. Now Shaq's kind of a preference type of player. Ben, if you argue he's not the best point guard in the game, fire it at me.
Exactly.
He is the best point guard in the game.
Exactly.
And Giannis,
It's the only position it's not an argument. I agree Giannis is best power forward, but yeah.
Ben Simmons is our MVP.
Has to be, right?
Player. Moving on to the non-optional MVP. This is one that splits the community.
Kukoc is really good, but Danny Ferry.
The highest rated overall at a 99.
I run them both, though. They're both starting small forward, backup small forward. They're both really freaking good. But Danny Ferry is better. He's got better stats. And I think he's really more consistent as well, honestly. Kukoc is a stud, though. I'll say that. He's really good. If you don't have him, get him. He's free. Not that hard to get. Takes a few hours, but it's worth it.
Player model is something that matters a lot in 2K. And if you're 6'10" with it and only weighing 192 pounds, you're gonna see that on the court.
He's right.
Nonetheless, Tony is definitely chicken, man. You shouldn't miss.
Danny has a bigger, thicker, wider player, but he rebounds better.
Has the Hall of Fame ankle breaker.
And he plays better defense, honestly.
Tony is very, very solid. Then we get Danny Ferry. The fake Ferry card that I got today.
He was fake until today. So many people got it today. I think they boosted odds on him today. And double evolved. It was crazy.
So smooth. The base 98 on quick is okay. That's what AK has. But on very quick, it is just next level good. Can defend, obviously make plays. It's really preference, but I
so
think
crazy though. Danny Ferry is so good, bro.
In my opinion, it's no contest on current gen.
He's the best small forward in the game, man. I think he's the second best card in the game, honestly, in my opinion.
After this, we are going to get in our all Ami, all diamond, pink diamond, guy silver, and our all.
I don't know what there is to react to.
Now we used to have an all ruby team, but we didn't even get enough rubies to
low key, Darius Garland or Dennis Fitzgerald over Clem Haskins. I'll say that. Maybe Dennis Smith over Clem Haskins, but I don't know. It's close. Fasell and Okoro, yes. Bonner and Richard, yes. The only debate here, I think, is point guard. It's him, Darius Garland, or Dennis Smith. I'd say probably him or Dennis Smith.
Nowadays, we got so many other
I don't know.
I wouldn't recommend using.
I don't know.
But he was solid for our time. Devin Vassell, my starting shooting guard on my no money spent squad account. Nothing more needs to be said. I've already went over him. 6'5", butter release, can defend at a high.
I'm actually going to skip ahead just a little bit in this one because we already see what his team is. And these cards are all good, but here we go.
At our point guard position.
Justice Winslow, yes. LaMelo at power forward, yes. Eddie Curry, yes. That's shooting guard small forward. Are there anybody else?
He just didn't really fit what
I don't know. I think he's right about this. Miller Simmons' release is weird. John Elliott's really stinking good. That card is really good for a diamond. It's got to be, though. I think I agree with him on this list. On this as well, to be honest. Simmons' release is just weird. That's the thing about him. He'd be better if he didn't have a weird release.
I don't know if I can say that because I haven't played enough next gen. But still very
LaMelo is so good, though. I'll say this about LaMelo. I mean, in terms of a diamond card, he moves so insanely good. In triple threat, he's unbelievable. Even at power forward, he's solid, but like, give me LaMelo Ball. If he gets an Opal or a Dark Matter at point guard, oh my gosh, he's a top 3 point guard for sure. Maybe top 2, top. I don't think he's better than Simmons, but everybody else. He's so good. I'm so excited for a good LaMelo who can play point guard. It's coming soon too. Hopefully, maybe Friday. We'll see. Friday's content will probably be pretty hyped, so I can hope.
Absolutely immaculate on the offense, man. Last but not least, by far the best budget center in the game, the best budget player in the game.
He said that about Eddie Curry earlier. We've talked about Eddie Curry a lot. He's a really good card. Everybody knows that.
Talk about the all pink diamond team, and honestly, you can make a case that all diamond team is almost nearly just as good as the all pink diamond team.
But
starting off with pink diamond Frank Ntilikina. You look at the
card's better than I thought he was. I'll say that. I just can't grade with his release. Ariz is amazing. Bobo's amazing. Jared's amazing. Corver's pretty good too. I'd put Corver at the 2, Ariz at the 3, but that's just me for size-wise. Only thing Pink Diamond team is missing is really a tall point guard. Although Ntilikina is 6'6", like you said. So
the best way I can describe it. And then moving on to the shooting guard position, Trevor Ariza is definitely just a shoe-in. By far away the best shooting guard small forward at the Pink Diamond.
Not even close.
Even compared to Kyle Korver now. Kyle Korver barely made my squad. There was some other guys that I thought about throwing in here. So someone like Richard Duma. But Kyle Korver definitely
Dumas and Korver are pretty close, honestly. I would agree. I think Korver's probably a little bit better because he's better batters.
Hall of Fame showtime. Bobo at power forward, easy.
Not even close. Bobo's so stinking good. Second best power forward in the game. And Jaren's best Pink Diamond center. It's not close either. Both those things are not even close.
But in my opinion,
Jaren is really good too. I think he's underrated at this point. He's a really good card.
Definitely go and do that. At our Opal team, the Opal team. Like, you look through and through, guys, it is absolutely incredible.
You know what?
With Lonzo Ball,
I don't disagree, but there is a part of me that would say Rudy Gay might deserve a spot in here. I think Kukoc is better than Gay, though. I'd switch Ferry and Kukoc, though, just because Ferry's got a bigger player build. I think he's better defensively and rebounding at power forward, but I don't disagree with this team at all. Point guard, shooting guard, center, I think are not that close.
No doubt about it.
Rudy and Kukoc are close, but I'd still say Kukoc he's probably right.
That duo, if you can get both those guys on like a no money spent type of squad.
He's right. Even a God squad.
I'm speechless. You can get those two guys, they can take you places.
It's crazy that they're free. Ferry's hard to get, but they're both free. That's insane to me. They're so good. Two best shooting guards, small forwards, not shooting guard. Two best small forwards are both free. It's kind of crazy. Props to 2K for that. I'll say that.
You just have to move him one spot up to that.
Giannis plays fine at center. He's better at power forward, but he's good at center too.
The all dark matter team. So look, Bree, do you guys think the all OPAL team would beat the all dark matter team?
No.
Leave that down in the comments below, because
Tatum's the best dark matter small forward.
Who is the all dark matter team?
Really?
Leave that down in the comments below.
I'm gonna say this. Give me DeMar DeRozan with the 2, T-Mac at the 3 over Jason Tatum. But center, I think he's right. Is Blake the best power forward? Yeah, Blake's the best power forward because Giannis and Bobo aren't dark matters. So this is right for the most part. I might take DeMar over Jason Tatum. It's close. Tatum's good. I think I underrated him, the OPAL, and honestly this card as well. He's a good card though. His release is kind of weird though. It's good, but I think it's kind of almost a little bit slow. It's not slow. It's not as fast as it could be. That's what I'll say.
He has that wide player build, makes him even more impactful on the defensive end with an absolutely butter.
Blake's still not as good at defensively as Giannis or Bobo. He's just not. Or offensively in terms of slashing, even though he's Blake Griffin.
Rounding off the all dark matter team, but that is going to wrap it up for.
All right, just wanted to say, shout out to Ty for making this video. Really good video. I disagreed with his takes on certain things, but I think honestly he made good rewards. Good awards, I should say. Good nominees. I disagreed with his answers on a couple of them. Most of that Carmelo Anthony one. I think Carmelo's like definitely more overrated than JR. That's just me. People are paying $300K for a terrible Carmelo card, but hey, it is what it is. That's his opinion, and he is as entitled to his opinion as I am to mine. But yeah, again, make sure you go sub to Ty if you haven't. If you haven't subbed to Ty, I don't know what you're doing, but make sure you go hit him with that subscribe button, or hit that subscribe button on his channel, and then hit that subscribe button over here as well. Also, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit a like and leave a comment as well. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. If you did enjoy, again, hit that like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with another 2K video very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.